As the Milan-Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics get underway, the world's attention once again turns to the Olympics. In Lausanne, Switzerland, the Olympic capital and home to the Olympic Museum, I spoke with Thomas Bach, Honorary President of the International Olympic Committee.
How's your life after retirement? Are you doing sports regularly still now?
Yeah, I try to do some kind of power hiking for the first time in decades. Say 50% of my agenda I can decide myself.
Oh,
And that's already a great feeling of freedom.
yes.
And I also find the time, and this is also a new experience for me after decades, that I can let my thoughts flow.
I think that's you right over there.
It looks like, yeah.
And this
Okay.
one is very young.
But you can see I did not change at all.
And it reads you are the first Olympic medalist to hold this position.
Yeah, that's true. And here you can see my gold medal.
So how has this experience as athletes helped you to fulfill the job as IOC president?
Sport is a school for life. You learn to win and to lose. And you learn to follow the rules. You learn that you have to work in a team, that you cannot achieve anything alone. You have to work together. Here you have Beijing.
That's from the 2008
That's
Summer
the
Games.
2008 Summer Games. Here you have the 22.
Yeah, Winter Games. And I think I've spotted Fu Wa.
Ouais.
One of the staff in the museum actually said her favorite was Fu Wa because there are 5 in a set. Said you like Finland?
Yeah, very much so. And it was a huge success, and I think it still is.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen still on sale during my most recent visit to China.
The bird's nest.
Yeah,
Do you like it?
yeah, no, very much. And what I like also is that it's until today such a success. There are so many tourists, so many events taking place there.
Yeah,
And
still
I have
today.
very, very fond memories of the games in the bird's nest. These are the medals of the Beijing 2022. And on the other side, we have the Summer Games.
With jade.
Yeah.
It really makes it stand out.
Yeah. So great Chinese history in Olympic Games. So that's a summary of the different opening ceremonies with some of the costumes. Hu Qingjing and who won gold in the diving in 2008.
Certainly a legend in this field.
I think 6 Olympic medals altogether. And here we should have a piece also of Fai Ling Gu. Here we are. She designed it herself and wanted to emphasize there and to promote Chinese culture.
Yes. The design of dragon.
This is why she put the dragon
Yes.
there on the back.
It was
of,
such a hit at that period on internet. People are talking about this design.
And that's another display of the Chinese culture, because these costumes have been made, for the Chinese figure skating pair who won gold.
Yeah, 隋文静 and Han Cong.
Yeah, here we have the skates of Yang Yang, with winning there the gold medal for China in her sport.
In the Winter Games,
In
right?
the Winter Games.
Yes.
And afterwards, she became a member of the Athletes Commission of the IOC, an IOC member.
Oh.
And now she's the Vice President of the World Anti-Doping Agency. So a great career in sports, on the field of play and off the field of play.
Mr. Honorary President, your connection with China is very unique. Your last competition was in Shanghai, right? And after becoming the IOC president, your first official visit was China. What personal significance does China hold for you?
And my first visit as honorary president was to China as well. So we have put it together. Now, I'm a long-time friend of China, and the first time in 1980 there as an athlete, and indeed I finished my career with my last performance in Shanghai against the Chinese team, and then I've retired, and then it took some time until I could come back to China, but since then I'm coming regular because I'm really admiring China and the Chinese culture, Chinese philosophy. So it's a great country, and I hope that I will also be able to come back in the future.
Has you seen any significant changes compared with your first visit, the country in general?
It's a different country. You know, in 1980, there was hardly any car in China. There were not real hotels. There were not many shops, and during this China tour, I will always remember there one stay was in Kunming in the south, and there when we were walking in the street, hundreds of people would follow us because they hadn't seen a foreigner before. And now, you know, China is an international country, welcoming, world-leading economic force. So it's a very different country.
You've actually attended many major sports events hosted by China. Have you seen any significant changes over these years?
You know, the presentation of sport in general, you know, has changed a lot in the last the couple of years. But what you could see in China, and I just attended the most recent national games there, that the scope of engagement has widened tremendously. Before, China's engagement in elite sport, you know, was limited to some very few sports. Now China is represented in all sports, and not the least thanks to the engagement of the Winter Games, and in winter sport also thanks to the goal having been set by President Xi. What you can also see is that this engagement is not limited to elite sports. You can see that mass sports in China now has really gained ground, and that the Chinese people have understood that sport is not a distraction from education, and that they have understood that sport helps to have a healthy life.
Right. It's like the foundation, actually.
Exactly.
Well, let's talk more about the Winter Olympics. It certainly boosts the interest among people within the ice and snow sports, because many of my friends, they're taking up skiing, and many parents enrolling their children in skating lessons. How would you assess China's hosting in this Winter Olympics?
Now, this was an overwhelming success, these Olympic Winter Games Beijing 2022. And again, in both ways. It was for elite sport a display of excellence, and also of Chinese athletes winning gold medals in winter sport, and world-class facilities for the world's best winter athletes, and an organization which was absolutely flawless in every respect. And then on the other hand, with this display of excellence, then encouraging and motivating the Chinese people to practice winter sport themselves, and this already in the lead up to the Games, because it was always part of the promotion of the Games within China. Come and join, do winter sports yourself. And then when I was at this time, in the time of the preparation, visiting some of the winter sport destinations outside the Beijing, then it was in Harbin, for instance, and you could see there in every corner, people practicing winter sport. You could see indoor ski arenas. So you have now indoor ski arenas in Harbin because it's too cold to ski at some days, and in the south you have indoor ski arenas because it's too warm. So there is something for every Chinese and every province.
You've actually participated or witnessed from the very beginning of these games. Are there any stories that you can share with us from bidding to preparation and to the final hosting?
We had there the vote in Kuala Lumpur at the time, which was close the margin. But I was very happy with the success, and now I can admit that I was so happy that I was, holding the tableau where there is Beijing over my mouth, so that the people could not see how broad my smile was.
In today's uncertain world, you oppose politicizing sports. What role should sports play in addressing these challenges nowadays?
A unifying role. And we can only play this unifying role when we are politically neutral. And the way to do it, I think we have there demonstrated in Paris, where in this divisive world, we got together the athletes from all the 206 National Olympic the committees, not only for the competition, but living peacefully together in the Olympic the village. And there were Ukrainian and Russian athletes living next to each other. There were Israeli and Palestine athletes living next to each other, and not only living next to each other, but together with the athletes of the world, joining to send a message of peace to the world leaders. And this is our role there. And this role has always been not only accepted and acknowledged by China, but has been greatly supported by China, also when it came to organizing the Olympic Games in China.
You've actually shared some thoughts on the AI agenda of the Olympics. Could you elaborate more on that?
AI will change and is already changing our lives, and what there we could see and what we could envisage, that it will also change sport. And there we wanted to be in the driver's seat and wanted with the agenda wanted to make clear that we want to shape the future of sport with the assistance by AI, and we do not want AI to shape sport. And there, we have maybe one advantage over other areas of society, because contrary to other professions or activities, AI cannot replace the human being in sport.
Right.
The 100 meters will have to be run by a human being, by an athlete. And this is why we brought together their experts on AI at the time, including Chinese experts. And we're devising this Olympic AI agenda, which says that we are welcoming AI, but that we also see the risks for human dignity, and that therefore we want to shape the future of the sport with the assistance of AI, whilst always respecting human dignity and the athlete, who is at the heart of the Olympic movement. And AI helps us already now in finding talents. It helps in a better refereeing. It assists a more efficient the organization of sports events. So it has many applications in sport, and there again the intention of the Olympic AI agenda is to be in the driver's seat in this development, which is just fascinating, and this development in which China plays such a leading role.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing.